going to read you the cards that actually came out. So we pulled Justice in reverse, 7 of Cups upright, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords upright, 8 of Pentacles upright, 9 of Swords upright, 5 of Cups upright, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we pulled Strength in reverse. So already while looking at this spread, I'm getting that there's an energy of feeling like things were not fair and that opportunities weren't an option for you. And when I say opportunities wasn't an option, it feels like for some people, they might have had a lot of options, right, to choose from. But for you, you might have had like 1 or 2 options. And I'm sensing a bit of unfairness that you may feel. And feeling like that you always had to fight to even get those options that you did get. I'm hearing that even when you might have voiced certain things or fought for it, there was still some sense of disappointment. Maybe disappointment because you had to advocate so hard to even receive a little bit of something, right? To even receive one opportunity when everybody else was getting multiple opportunities, especially if this is in regards to work. And so there is a lack of support or community. And I'm also hearing like networking, not feeling like you have enough people to network with for different opportunities, and maybe looking at other people and saying, or even comparing yourself and saying like they have this and I don't, right? And what is wrong with me? And Spirit is saying that there is nothing wrong with you. I'm hearing that there is no need to compare yourself to anyone, because what is meant for you will come in divine timing. What is meant for you, no one can ever block. What is meant for you, no one could ever take. This speaks to me very heavy because I know there's things that I have been told by Spirit, by my ancestors, like, you know, get ready for this or this is going to happen. And I haven't quite seen everything happen just yet. And it is very easy to maybe lose faith or to believe that what you have been told or what's in your heart may not come true. But isn't that the thing about faith? Is even though you cannot see it, that you still believe and move accordingly based on what it is that you believe to be true. Don't feel the need to have to see everything and wait to see a certain outcome to be a believer. And with Strength in reverse that was under the deck, what I'm also getting is not being afraid to be vulnerable, not being afraid to put yourself out there, to speak up and to advocate for yourself and to ask for opportunities, right? And to know that you are more than capable and able to maintain whatever opportunity that comes your way. And the reason I said to maintain is because that is what I'm kind of picking up. I'm seeing someone being afraid to take an opportunity because I'm hearing like, I feel like I'm going to fumble the ball, or I feel like I'm going to fumble it, like I'm going to mess something up and I can't do it. I'm not good enough for this opportunity, because I am seeing someone being afraid to take opportunities or to speak up because they don't feel worthy or good enough to take an opportunity. And Spirit wants you to know that you are, but it's important to believe that you are, because that is the only way that you'll be able to maintain and keep that opportunity. By you believing that you're not good enough, I'm hearing that it will result in you fumbling the ball. You know, when someone says, I'm not good in a relationship, or my relationships always fails, and they get in a relationship, and because they already are so pessimistic, is that the right word to use? I'm not sure. But because their view is already so negative and believe that their relationship would always fail, and when it fails, they're confused, right? Or they might say like, I knew it, right? I knew my relationship would always fail, or I knew I couldn't do it. But is it really because that was going to be the original outcome always, or because your actions actually led to that result? I really hope I'm making sense. I might not be, but that's okay. That's okay. Because Spirit is saying whoever needs to hear it, they'll understand. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. I'm hearing to shift your perspective, to shift the way that you view things, because that will ultimately be the outcome that you will see. In the Five of Cups, I'm keep seeing the City, and it's at least in my Modern Witch Tarot deck. But with the City, what keeps calling me is like a disappointment on having to relocate, a disappointment on having to move and leave behind all that you have known in order to take an opportunity. That's what I'm picking up. And having to leave behind your family, your friends, in order to pursue an opportunity that you originally did fight for, but now that you actually got it, there's like some type of disappointment and sadness. It's like a bittersweet moment where it's like, this is the perfect opportunity for me and I really, really want it. But at the same time too, it's like a part of you that when you leave, a part of you will be left. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. And I'm also hearing that you'll need to find balance, because this will be a different transition, but it's important to make sure that you stay connected to your village, to your community, to your friends, to your family. And just because you might have relocated or moved, right, regardless of how far it is, that you'll always be able to connect with them. And so that's why it's very important to find balance. I'm hearing work-life balance, to call your friends when you are able to, and to speak to your family members when you are able to, and to not lean too heavy into one area, right? To work so hard where you abandon your relationships, right? Or focus so much on relationships where maybe your work environment might be impacted. But I'm getting very heavy on some type of sadness, and I'm hearing that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to not want to relocate, but I'm also hearing to weigh the pros and cons, because even though we might not want something, it doesn't mean that that's not what's good for us or the best option that we should take. So I'm hearing to like list out, because I'm also seeing like a scroll, like a paper. And now that I said scroll, like it's also reminded me of the high priestess, like where in the high priestess card, like she's actually holding a scroll. But I'm hearing to list out the things that really matter to you and the benefits and drawbacks of this opportunity. Because what I'm hearing is like, by you moving and relocating is actually going to be shifting the tides, the tables. And it's going to lead to more opportunities and more channels to be open for you, and more people to network with. And it's not to say that this will be easy, it won't be. But I'm hearing that you are strong and you are able to make hard decisions, even though they may not feel good in the moment. I'm hearing to look at the long-term benefits. I'm also hearing instant gratification, like to not do what feels easy just for the moment, to look at the long haul. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that might be coming up. But travel feels very heavy. Let me see if there's any finances and career oracle cards that wants to come out. So it was a few that came out, so I'll just read all of them. But windfall says, you are about to receive a windfall of money or pay raise. Money is currently in a positive cycle. This is a great time to treat yourself or make that big purchase. Celebrate says, you have accomplished so much and you will accomplish much more. Take some time off and celebrate your success. You deserve it. There may be an unforeseen increase in your income. Unstable says there have been a lot of ups and downs with your finances. Money coming in fast and going out just as quickly. Fast changes regarding money or unexpected turn of finances. Angelic help. This is a time to trust in the universe and know you will be provided for, right? Exactly. What is for you will always be for you, and no one can ever take that away. And to know that your spiritual team, your guides, your ancestors will always have your back. But anyway, angelic help also says there is a career or a blessing lining up for you, so stay positive and believe. Pay attention to the signs your angels send you during this time. When I was about to pick up my finances and career deck, it said trust. Right, so trust came out and it said the universe is asking you to trust your needs will be met. There is a spiritual reason why you are experiencing this cycle. This is a good time to connect with your spirit guides. I don't know, I feel very led to read that. Because I think we talked about like having conviction, having faith, and knowing that what is always for you will be for you. And I think that's the biggest message here is like to know you will always be provided for, even when things may not look like it's going to work out for you or in your favor, that it always will. So in my Sacred Destiny Oracle, that's where we're pulling from. Let's see what messages we might get. So the only card that truly flipped face down, which is the cards that I usually typically would try to pull, was flexibility. And what I'm intuitively picking up from this is being flexible on the opportunities that come your way and not feeling the need to have to be rigid, right? And knowing that at any given moment that you can make a different decision, right? You can accept an offer and later decide that you don't want to take that offer anymore and you want to go with maybe a different offer that someone else offered you. And to not feel guilty with needing to change your mind, and that it's okay to change your mind. That's kind of what I'm picking up. And the other cards that had came out, but they didn't come out face down. They actually just turned over while I was shuffling, but I'll read them to you. Miracles came out, solitude, abundance, and wisdom. And then under the deck we had stillness that came out. So with stillness and solitude, what I'm getting from those two cards is about going inward, about getting quiet, and really I'm seeing like a navigation system. And so what that is making me intuitively feel and pick up on is your spirit, right? That when we get still, when we get quiet enough, that we'll be able to hear our inner voice, our spirit, and it will actually lead us to the miracles, to the abundance. Yeah, because we also got wisdom. Okay, thank you, spirit. Y'all looking out. But yeah, so to get still and to get quiet and to have a safe space, right? To be sometimes needing to be in solitude, right? Maybe not around certain noises or chaos, and to be at peace. I'm also hearing something about someone's nervous system, because I'm seeing something like rattling, like a rattle. But I'm also hearing something is off, something is not in alignment. Maybe look into resetting your nervous system. That might be what they're actually trying to tell me. But right now it's very important to be still and to be in solitude, because in those moments is when you can actually hear your inner voice, your spirit, your higher self. And they're going to lead you and direct you exactly where you need to be, exactly where the abundance will flow freely to you, because that is, you know what I'm hearing? You remember when we kept saying, like, what is meant for you will always be for you? It's like you were meant to be exactly there at that time and at that place. It's like your spirit wanting to lead you there. And that's why I kept seeing like this inner compass or like inner GPS. And then we pulled wisdom. And so like your inner compass, right? Your spirit, your higher self is the wisdom that's going to be speaking to you. And that is you, right? You are spirit. You are your higher self. And you have the wisdom, but it's about getting quiet enough to hear that, because it's going to lead you exactly where you need to be. I don't have to read those out the book. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. You saved us some time. I'm just playing. But I do appreciate you guys. I'm going to pull my Akashic Oracle card and see if there's any additional messages there. You know what I just peeped? You remember when I had said I wasn't sure if those cards were for you because they flipped, like they just flipped over in the deck, but they didn't fall out. And look at that. Look at Spirit. They was for you. They was for you. What is for you will always be for you, and nobody can take that away. I could even take it away, y'all. I still read it. Because it was like, it was weird, because it was just like, it didn't fall out the way that I usually ask Spirit to allow stuff to fall out. But look at that. We still got the message across. Thank you, Spirit. So we got pause. And pause says, you are being asked to pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allow yourself to step back. Look at all of the possible outcomes, right? Your 7 of Cups. And make sure you are heading in the right direction before moving forward. And we also got take charge. Take charge says you are taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. Gratitude says there's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you are thankful for. We also pulled the card Take the High Road, and it says, you are at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It is now time to think bigger, release desired outcomes, and take the most positive course of action. And then under the deck, we had Discovery. And Discovery said, new ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. While there is still work to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. From these cards overall, I feel like it's basically reiterating everything that we've already discussed and we talked about. And right, with pause, it's like taking a moment, again, with the Solitude card, of like really allowing yourself to be still, to listen and pause, because we don't want to make any decisions too fast and not necessarily make the wrong decision, but not the best decision that is in alignment with what we need and what we want. And so to not make decisions, I'm also hearing FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't make decisions based on you thinking that you'll miss out on something. So maybe something to look out for. I'm also seeing someone, I'm hearing real estate. Don't sign anything or make deals because you feel like someone else will take that deal before you get a chance. Again, with like FOMO. But look over documents before signing anything. Just make sure you pause and really think about the decisions that you are going to make, because they'll impact you later on, regardless of what decision it is. And to allow yourself to explore, to discover new things, different opportunities, and to let go of whatever outcome it is that you desire or that you wish for, and allow it to just flow effortless to you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I struggle with that. I'm not gonna hold y'all, I do. But you know, we're working on it. So we can work on it together, okay? Let's release certain outcomes and allow us to just be present and enjoy life, enjoy the experience. It sounds beautiful, but when you actually do it, it's really hard. But yeah, you guys, there's one more deck that I have on my table, my Shamanic Healing Oracle deck, that I want to pull from, but I'm feeling very drawn to pull a relationship card for you guys as well. So we'll see. This video might be a bit long, so you guys can stay with me or stay with me. So we're gonna pull my Shamanic Healing Oracle deck. You know what I feel really good about, you guys? I feel like I'm like low-key, not even low-key, high-key perfectionist, right? And every time like I'm sitting down to record, I don't know, I feel like uncomfortable, and like I can't always get my words out. But it's like the minute that I let go and then just allow myself to freely just be and be myself, I don't know, I have so much fun. So yeah, I just need to remember that, like, just have fun, just let your hair down, you know, even though my hair is in a bun. But you know, we can just imagine my hair flowing in the wind, okay? And I'm just having a good old time, letting my inner child out, doing a little reading, and chilling with the guys, chilling with the ancestors, chilling with my higher self. So let's see what messages they might have for you guys. I keep seeing my record player in the back, and after I finish recording this video, I think I'm gonna play some music on my record player, because I don't know, I'm like very nostalgic right now. I only got a record player because my mom loved records, and she had, I can't remember, I don't know if it was like 80 something records, and we had split them up. And of course, like, I want to play my mom's music, like something that was like dear to her. So yeah, I think I might actually do that, especially with her anniversary being next week. On May 6th will be 2 years since she passed. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that. Y'all, when I looked under the deck, guess what was under the deck? Letting go. It says letting go. Under the deck, it said letting go. I kid you not. Didn't we just say to let go of outcomes? To let go of what you expect it to be and just enjoy the experience? I feel like after this, should I still pull a relationship card? I don't know, because I feel like spirit is like, we said what we said. We said what we said. Y'all know what we said. That's the message. But we'll see. We also pulled growth, and then we pulled changes. So what I'm getting from here is to allow things to unfold and evolve naturally, organically, and allow yourself to grow, even if it's uncomfortable, and to not hold on to whatever outcome it is that you originally thought it would be, because it will actually be different. Because when you hold on to an outcome, it's actually like you try to, I'm seeing something being try to fit into a box, but I'm hearing that you don't allow whatever spirit has for you to unfold fully. It's like you can't fully receive it if you continue to try to fit the narrative to what you want. That's kind of what I'm hearing. So to let go, to release, and allow things to happen for you. Let's see what relationship messages might come up. to finish off your reading. So we have regret. Regret says living in the past with regrets can take a toll on your mental health. Start making positive choices to live a happy and an empowered life. We also got love lost, and it says the love is lost but bound by the responsibilities, whether it is children, joint assets, or financial reasons. Hopefully an exit plan is put into effect. And then lastly, we pulled crossroads. And it says your twin knows they have to make a choice, but there is a lot of confusion surrounding this decision. They are taking the time to get clarity. I hope this message wasn't too long, but even if it was, I hope that you guys were able to get something from it.